My name is Brian Carney. This is a demo of using Red Hat Satellite 6 as your on-premise Docker registry. During this demo, I will show you how you can use Satellite 6 to mirror a set of images from external registries into your satellite, and to combine them into a single content view, which creates a local registry that you can then manage and move through an application lifecycle. I'll show you how you can use the Docker command to pull down from that local registry, how you can run the image, and how you can install new software from your satellite from within the image, and then how you can load that image back into the satellite. Satellite 5 allows users to mirror upstream images. These images can be synced down manually or based on a recurring schedule within the satellite UI, and these images, once they've been mirrored, can be promoted, creating local registries that can be used by sysadmins, developers, or other people. I'm on the new product page, and I'm going to create a product that will represent the container, the images that I would like to use in my local registry. I'm going to create a new product. I'm going to call it Containers. I'm going to choose to have the latest version of these images synced down on a daily basis. And then I'm going to add one repository for each image I'd like to sync down. For the purpose of this example, I'll only be syncing down rel. So I'll create a single repository, calling it rel. It's a Docker repository. And I'll give as the upstream address the registry at access.redhat.com and say that I would like to bring in rel. I am happy with the choice of the images for my local registry. So when this comes back as created, I will select this repository, and I'll select Sync Now. This will bring down the latest version to my machine. Content views define collections of content that can be promoted together. When talking about Docker, every content view which is published becomes a unique registry. These registries can then be promoted through a lifecycle. For example, you can promote a registry to QA, then to stage, and then to production. I'm on the content view screen now, and I'm going to create a content view which will allow me to freeze and take a snapshot of my containers product and promote that through my various application lifecycles environments. So I'm going to create a new view. I'm going to call it Containers, very similar to the product that I've created. And I'm going to decide to add some Docker content because I only want this to model my local registry. So I'm going to add the rel repository. That's all that I'm going to add. And I'm going to publish a new view that I can then promote from dev to test to QA, etc., through whatever application lifecycle environment that I have. Satellite keeps track of the Docker tags, which it is mirroring, and the Docker client can use these tags to pull content from the satellite and run on a host. Now that the content view has been created, I'm going to go and look for those tags that have been brought down that are stored within my local registry. So I go to the Content Docker Tags menu. I look at latest, and I see that the rel latest has been published here into a default content view, as well as the content view that I just created. So I will go ahead and pull my version of rel from the local repository. I'll come over here to a rel 7 host that has Docker installed, and I'll do docker pull and give it the URL to my local satellite. The Docker client will then pull down the content, and I can see that I have a local rel. I can now run this local rel image by doing docker run name my rel, and I give it the local name. say I want to run a bash script. The subscriptions which are managed by satellite are inherited by the containers which have been launched and that can be connected back to the satellite. The images in the containers can then be updated based on the content which is running in the satellite, and users can then take these updated images and load them back into satellite to again be managed by the satellite instance. I would like to update the containers that are running on this host. So I go and look for the running containers. I attach to the running containers. Now that I'm attached, I can use Yum to access content that is stored on the satellite. That content is inherited by the container from the subscriptions that have been attached to the host that is running this container. So let's say that I would like to install the Elephant application. I use the Yum command to bring down those new packages. I can install them. I can then exit out, and then I can create a new image which combines that rel that I accessed from the satellite and that new content that I installed on that image using the subscription from that satellite. Now that the image has been saved with the new content, we can upload that image back to the satellite. The command for that is hammer repository upload content, and then you give it the name of the product, which is containers. You tell it what organization that product lives in, which is Summit 2015, the name of the repository you want to upload it, in this case Elephant rel, and then the path you want to upload, which is the path of the tar file, which was the output of the Docker save. I've already done this command, so I can go back and look at the satellite. I can go into the containers product for the organization Summit 2015. I see the repository Elephant rel, and I see that it has the Docker image that I've just uploaded, as well as several tags.